Welcome to our dynamic golf series, where here we'll be breaking down the golf swing joint by joint to give you a more efficient, more effective, and overall more powerful swing so that you can better your game and feel good while playing it too. Today we're going to be looking at the ankle joint. You may say, well, why are we starting off at the foot? You know, I thought all my power came from my hip at the golf swing. Well, to harness the most power in the hip, the ankle joint has to be working effectively and efficiently in our swing. If not, we won't be able to harness as much power as we possibly could. And therefore, we may not be driving as far as we might be able to. So let's start off and let's kind of take a look at the role of the ankle joint in the swing. So if I get in my address posture here, and I'm going to come up and I adjust the ball, my ankle joint is responsible, and one of the big roles it has is basically for dorsiflexion and plantar flexion, which means dorsiflexion is just bending my shin toward my foot. Plantar flexion would be kind of going the opposite way. So if I'm plantar flexing, I'm going this way, and if I'm dorsiflexing, I'm going this way. When the golf swing, when we start off in our address posture, we have a dorsiflexed ankle joint right around the foot, okay? So when we're looking at the shin to the foot, we see that there's a bend. I'm not straight up and down right now. And as I go into my backswing, it slightly plantar flexes, which means my ankle joint slightly comes out a little bit, lifts up a little bit. However, I still stay in a dorsiflex position. I never go all the way into plantar flexion. So as I'm coming back, again, we'll start. You can see I'm coming a little bit out of that more bent position I was in. In doing so, and if I'm able to stay in that dorsiflex position, even though I'm plantar flexing a little bit as I'm coming back, I'm able to load the calf muscles appropriately, the hip muscles appropriately, and most importantly, the back butt muscles appropriately. If there isn't enough mobility and stability at the ankle joint, a lot of times what you'll see is that an individual maybe come up all the way out of the golf swing. You might actually see my knee more, and what happens is now that I'm in this plantar flex position and I've gone too far, I actually lose a lot of load at the back hip. As opposed to, okay, I'm starting, again, slightly in that dorsiflex position. Even though as I'm going through my backswing, I'm plantar flexing, I'm still in that dorsiflex, that bent position. I'm not straight up and down in that leg, that lower leg area. Also, if there isn't enough stability and mobility at the ankle joint, and all of a sudden I am popping up out of my swing, not only am I not going to get as much power, but certain imbalances can start to occur. And I may be experiencing knee pain, foot pain, hip pain, back pain even after I golf if that foot isn't loading properly. If you're interested in learning a little bit more about the ankle joint and its role in the golf swing, and if you're interested in learning mobility and stability exercises for it, including conditioning exercises, and we even have driving range drills specifically for the ankle joint, go to our app, DHF Golf, in the App Store. And there's a space between DHF and Golf. Thank you for joining us for part 1 of our dynamic golf series. We'll see you guys for part 2.
We'd like to give special thanks and acknowledgement to the Gray Institute. Our Y Golf program is built on the principles, strategies, and techniques of applied functional science as outlined by the Gray Institute.